Hey guys, I'm Violet, and today I'll be showing you my 2x hopper speed item filter that's behind me here. It makes use of the minecart hopper, which pulls items at 4x hopper speed from a water stream above, and then 2 hoppers underneath it, giving us the speed limit of 2x hopper speed for the whole system. And it is one wide tileable. As you can see here, I have 7 different filters tiled together, and none of them interfere with each other at all. The crux of the design is the precise positioning of this hopper minecart right here. There's a few key points to this precise positioning that allow it to be such a powerful item filter. First of all, the hopper minecart is just barely activating this detector rail right here, and if you didn't know, when a hopper or chest minecart is activating a detector rail, you can actually read its contents with a comparator. You can't read the comparator output of a hopper minecart unless it's on a detector rail, so this is very important for the filter to work properly. And this is a glass block right here so that the detector rail power doesn't come through to the lower hopper here and lock it. Now, the second most important point about the positioning here is that with this exact positioning of the hopper minecart, these 2 hoppers are actually both able to pull from it. The game has counted the hopper minecart as being partially in the block above this hopper, which allows it to be pulled from by both hoppers. It's very precise. If you moved the hopper minecart a little bit either way, then only one hopper would be able to pull from it, or neither hopper would be able to pull from it. So this positioning is incredibly important for that. And the positioning here also allows it to easily pull from a water stream above it. If you wanted to, you could have it pull from a hopper stream above it, but a water stream is generally the best way to sort out your items, especially with such a powerful filter like this. So here I have 4 sets of 7 filters laid out in the 4 different directions to test whether the system is directional or not. So here we have a chest full of all of the items that are sorted by these 7 filters. Here we have a chest of just 2 items, the blocks of redstone and target blocks, that are sorted 2 out of the 7 filters. For this one, we have a test of just 1 item to see if the filter can handle a full dropper speed for just 1 item. And then over here, we once again just have 2 items just like that. And you can see that they are picking up all of the items and not dropping any of them. And we're going to just leave that running for a while until it runs out of items. And as you can see, all of our observers ended up in the double chest down here for this filter. For this one over here, we have all of our blocks of redstone and all of our target blocks in these 2 chests. For this filter over here, once again, we have all of our target blocks and all of our blocks of redstone. And for this one that was filtering all of the items, you can see all of the items made their way into each chest. I clearly had more target blocks and less comparators in my input chest, but they all made it into their correct chests, with no items ending up in the overflow. To fully put this filter to the test, I've built up this double nether portal gold farm from Silent Whisper's recent gold farm tutorial. I have all of my items going down into this water stream with only 3 filters, 1 filter per item here. I've got the rotten flesh, gold ingots, and gold nuggets here, and the overflow is sent all into blast furnaces right here. So we're going to go ahead and turn this thing on. We're going to let it run for a while, and we'll see how well our filters are able to handle all of the items that are put out by this thing. And as you can see, after running this for a few hours, all of our items have been sorted to the corner chest here. And you can see that these blast furnaces are still smelting golden swords, which means that no other items have made their way into this overflow system. Okay, so if you'd like to build this filter for yourself, here are the materials that you'll need. Up top are the materials for actually building the filter, and then down below are the materials that you're going to want inside of your filter hopper. You've got 40 of the item that you actually want to filter, 13 named filter items. In my case, I'm using arrows, but you could use sticks or whatever you have an abundance of that you don't need. And then 2 unstackable items. These can be any unstackables. In my case, I'm using powdered snow. Now for the rail, that can be any kind of rail besides another detector rail. It could be activator, it could be powered rail, or a regular rail. And then these blocks of iron can be any solid blocks. Okay, so to get started with the build, we are going to start by focusing on the precise placement of our hopper minecart. We want to get that into position before we build the rest around it, so we are going to place our double chest with 2 hoppers going down into it from above, and then 2 more hoppers on top of those. Our minecart is going to be sitting on top of these. We're going to place 1 glass block with a detector rail on top of it, and then your other rail is going to be going down and to the side. Now if you're placing 2 of these next to each other, or multiple of these next to each other, then if you try to place the rails, depending on what direction you're going, it could do this. The way that you can avoid that is just place a couple more blocks on each side, and then just place a couple rails like this. And then you can place the rails and then remove these temporary blocks. And now you have them set up properly. That's the best way to do it, and if you have multiple of these, you just do them 2 at a time, just like that. And remove all of the temporary blocks after you're done placing all of them. Now continuing on, we're going to place our glass block right here. We will place the medium amethyst bud on the side of that glass block. And now we can place our 2 hopper minecarts and push them in towards the amethyst buds just like that, and we have the perfectly positioned hopper minecarts. It's as easy as that. Okay, so moving on with the build, we're going to place a solid block right here with a repeater on 1 tick facing into that hopper. We're going to stair step down from this glass with the amethyst on it. Glass, and then a solid block right here with a torch going into that repeater, which will lock that hopper. Up here we're going to stair step back and over. Our packed ice for the water stream is going to go directly above this medium amethyst bud. Bring glass over, and then a slab on this side to enclose the water stream. Now this doesn't have to be a slab, but I'm using one here so that at the end of the build we'll be able to access these hopper minecarts through the gap in between the 2 blocks here. And as you can see, we're going to place a solid block right here, 1 right here, and then they're going to be in this pattern. So as you can see from here, I can access through the slab just like that. Our comparator is going to be facing into this solid block right here. Then we'll have a glass going down into a solid block, 2 more glass blocks stair stepping down, and then 1 more solid block stepping back, 2 solid blocks right here leading into a target block with a torch on top of it, and that will be locking the second hopper. Now all we need to do from here is just cover all of these blocks that we've just placed with redstone dust. It should be 17 redstone dust to cover the entire thing, and that is the entire build complete. Now all we need to do is set up these hopper minecarts. So we can access them from above right here. We will go into the hopper minecart, place our 2 unstackable items in the last 2 slots. Then our filter items, we're going to place 1 and then 12. So we need an arrangement exactly like this. This arrangement will give you the best results with this filter. You cannot put more than 13 filter items in this filter or it will not work properly. It will not be overflow protected. You can put less than 13 if you'd like, but then it won't be able to filter quite as many items at a time. Still, it should be able to handle any loads you have, even if you had less than 13 filter items. From there, we just put 40 of the item that we want to filter. If you don't have 40 of them, that's fine. You can just put 1 for now, and when it starts filtering, it will filter out the first 39 items that it gets, and it will just hold on to those. And then once it reaches this count of 40 is when it will start actually allowing the items to flow down through the system. And you can see with that exact number of items inside our system, the signal strength from these comparators reaches to just before it goes into the target block here, and just before it comes onto this solid block here. So if we were to grab some more diamonds here and throw them in here, it would increase the signal strength, turning off that torch and this one, unlocking those hoppers long enough to allow the items to be unloaded, and then locking them once it gets back down to 40. Now, because this is a 2 times hopper speed filter, the number of items in here will waver between 40 and 41. If it's at 41 and you want to bring it back down to 40, all you have to do is throw a single item in there, and then it will suck 2 down. Since it sucks 2 at a time, it has to wait for a second item to come in there before it will start actually sending them downwards into this chest.